So in this semester, we only have two classes. Okay, two classes for the history and the society of China. So first of all, let's look at the timeline of Chinese history, and it's about more than 4,000 years of Chinese history. So before we get started, so could you please share something you already knew about China? Do you know any dynasties? Do you know any important figures? Important figures means important people during history. And do you know any key events during Chinese history? So please share your answers in the chat box. Let me have a look. Okay. Anything you know about Chinese history, please share your answers, share your ideas in the chat box. I'm waiting for your sharing. So someone who invented tea, very good. So tea is truly an important event during the Chinese history. What else? Have you already knew? There are more than 10 dynasties in China. Yes, I already showed you the timelines here. Of course, you know it. Kung Fu, very good. Kung Fu, okay, actually is a part of Chinese culture. Okay. Oh, Sarkodie, nice. Okay, emperors in ancient Chinese likes to wear yellow color of dress. Nice, nice. Okay, Sarkodie, how did you know this? How did you know this information, Sarkodie?
I learned it.
You learned it from
I learned it from one of our classes.
Okay, you mean the other classes, the cultural classes?
Yes, last year.
Good, but actually, okay, not all the emperors, okay, not all the emperors in ancient China. Okay, different dynasties, they have different favorite colors for the kings or for the emperors. And Rashid said,
okay, last year.
Yeah, Rashid said about Confucius, very good. Confucius is very, very important to Chinese history and Chinese culture. Chinese civilization, Sun Yat-sen. Oh, very good. Okay, Sun Yat-sen is very important. It's a key figure and history of human creation. Okay, very good. Thank you very much for your sharing. So I think you learned something. You have learned something about Chinese history. It's a long history, more than 4,000 years. And first of all, let me show you some maps of different dynasties during the Chinese history. So for example, we can see this map of China. So in Zhou Dynasty, during Zhou Dynasty, actually it's the area of the country was divided into different states. And after a few hundred years, Qin Dynasty, okay, which is very, very important.
Okay.
and they, Qing Dynasty united all the states, and sorry, I'm going to mute you all. Okay. Then in Han Dynasty, the area of China was expanded as a whole. And after Han Dynasty, it's a long time of division. 3 kingdoms, Jin and the southern and the northern dynasties. But after more than 200 years, more than 100 years, Sui and Tang united the country again. Then divided again. So then during Song Dynasty, it's reunited again. So from the maps of different dynasties during Chinese history, we can get the features, the very important features of ancient history and the development of civilization in China. So before, in the chapter of the geographic features in China, we learned that as a whole country, China is isolated by the deadly deserts, the vast ocean, the tall mountains, the plateaus. So as a whole country, the culture is isolated. So that in this country, the culture is very unique and very different from any other cultures outside this country. But inside this country, different cultures influence and permeate each other. So during the long history, actually it's a history of culture emergence, culture permeation. And so that we Chinese learned how to get along with different cultures, and we learned how to respect different cultures and how to learn from different cultures. So that in the first chapter, we learned that there are many different ethnic groups in China, but we live in harmony. And because we learned how to respect different cultures. So this is the main features of ancient history and the development of civilization in China. And then we are going to learn, going through the repeated cycles of division and unification, and we're going to learn about the information of different dynasties. So first of all, we're going to learn about the legends, about the origin and the culture, the origin of the culture and the human in China. So all of you have watched the preview clips, right? So now we're going to do a group work. And so in the preview clips, we learn about that there are 5 divine beings, 5 divine beings. And I already posted the pictures here. And now I'm going to divide you into 5 groups. I'm going to divide it into 5 groups, and each one will share the story of one figure, one divine being. And please talk about the story